Now before moving forward, let me clarify some small things. For example, in your NCRT, the formula that is derived is this one: cos of x plus y, cos x cos y, minus sin x sin y. Now after that, what they have used to derive sine of x plus y, what they have used is that sine of x plus y can also be written as cos of pi by 2 minus x plus y, right? We know that cos pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sine theta, right? So they have used this transformation to find, once they have derived this formula, right, in their lecture, and then after that they have used this transformation to find sine of x plus y. Now this is also pretty simple, because what you can do is you can write it like this: if you know cos of x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, then what you can do is you can also find cos x minus y as cos x cos y, then plus sin x sin y. How did I find that? Just by replacing this plus y with minus y everywhere. So we have done this already, right? So now look at this one. This can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus x, then minus y. So if I consider this as one of the angles and this as another angle, and now if I write cos of, let us say, alpha minus beta, okay, so I will write it as cos A or cos alpha cos beta plus sin alpha sin beta. Now you see, what is this? This is nothing but sin x, so I can write it as sin x cos y, plus this is nothing but cos x sin y. So I have obtained this formula for sine of x plus y using just a simple transformation, that is equal to sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Anyhow, you can use the way that is given in your book or whatever I have taught you. So you have to memorize these four formula, that is sin a plus b, sin a minus b, cos a plus b, cos a minus b. This was sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. This is sin a cos b, or let me write these collectively. So when it is minus, you will have minus here. Okay, there is nothing else that you have to memorize here. So for cos a plus b, it is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, right? In case of cos, these are different, like when I have got plus here, it will have minus here. So when I have minus, it will have plus. So let me write it collectively like this. This is cos a plus minus b, and then there will be minus plus here, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, or in when cos a minus b is there, then cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. I hope you can easily memorize these formulae. Now you see, you can derive some other formulae from here itself. For example, when you have got sin a plus b, what is it equal to? Sin a, and whatever formulae that we are talking about. For example, we spoke about tan a plus b, right? Then and then on the right hand side we got some expression. Whatever formulae that we are talking about, for example, this a plus b, these, all of these are defined. Wherever defined, we are talking about these formulae wherever they are defined. For example, tan a is not defined at odd values, odd multiples of pi by 2, right? We know tan a is equal to sin a by cos a, right? And when the denominator is 0, it is not defined. And when is cos of an angle 0? Odd multiples of pi by 2. So this formula is not defined when a plus b is an odd multiple of pi by 2. So these are the things that are not being said here, but they I mean them tacitly without saying this is meant, that we are writing these formulae wherever they are defined. Okay, so when I am writing tan of an angle, that means that this angle is not an odd multiple of pi by 2. Okay, so what I was trying to show you, that when you know sine of a plus b, you can find some other identities also. For example, if I replace b with a in sine of a plus b, the formula that I'll get is, what was sine of a plus b? Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Now imagine if I replace this b with a, so it will become sine of a plus a, that is sine 2a, and I have replaced this b with a, so it will become sine a cos a, right, plus this is cos a, and this will become sine a. So if you notice, this and this expression are same, so it is equal to 2 sine a cos a. This is another identity that you need to memorize. Sine 2a is equal to 2 sine a cos a, right? What is sine 2 theta? 2 sine theta cos theta. This is an identity that you need to memorize. Okay, now if I ask you what will be sine 3 theta, up to 3 theta we need to memorize. So what I can say is sine 3 theta, I can write it as sine 2 theta plus theta, right? And consider this as a and this as b, and you know the formula for a plus b, sine a plus b, sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. So you can write it as sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, right? Now what is this? You know already. This is something that you don't know. So first thing that we should do is we should derive this formula cos 2 theta. For that, you know cos of a plus b. What is cos of a plus b? Cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. Now if I replace this b with a, so it will become cos 2a, and it is equal to cos a cos square a minus sine sine square a. So it cos 2a can be written as cos square a minus sine square a, and it can also be written as, because cos square a is nothing but 1 minus sine square a, so this formula can also be written as 1 minus 2 sine square a. Or there is third way of writing this, I can write this sine square a as 1 minus cos square a, so this will become 2 cos square a minus 1. So in these three ways you have to memorize this formula. I'll give you some other ways also, but for now you have to memorize this in three ways. So now if, let me change the, now see, let me change the color. Okay. See, this is sine 2 theta, so this can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta, and then there is this cos theta once again, so let me write it as cos square theta here. This is cos 2 theta, let me write it in form of sine, because I want to write the formula in terms of sine. So 1 minus 2 sine square a, 1 minus 2 sine square theta, and then there is sine theta here. Alright, now this cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sine square theta, so let me write it 2 sine theta 1 minus sine square theta, and then there is this plus sign here. Let me simplify it further and write it sine theta minus 2 sine cubed theta. Okay, and now simplify it further, 2 sine theta minus 2 sine cubed theta plus sine theta minus 2 sine cubed theta. So this will be 3 sine theta in total minus 4 sine cubed theta. This is something that you need to memorize, and let me tell you, you have to memorize a lot of formulae in trigonometry, but these are pretty simple. You don't think in your mind that this is very difficult task to memorize these much formulae. You need to memorize this because these formulae are going to make your life very, very simple. When you are in higher topics, this trigonometry is basic of mathematics. This is not, you know, this topic in itself carries a lot of values in board examinations, but otherwise this is foundation of a lot of other topics. So if you are comfortable with these formulae, then you will be able to solve a lot of difficult questions using these formulae in very, very simple way. So please memorize all of these formulae that we are writing, okay? And these are very easy also. These are based on some pattern. This sine 3 theta, 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, okay? You speak them again and again, so you will memorize them, okay? Similarly, we can talk about cos 3 theta, okay? Let me see. Let me write cos 3 theta for you. So cos 3 theta is nothing but cos 2 theta plus theta. And you know the formula for cos A plus B, right? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So let me write cos 2 theta minus sin 2 theta sin theta. Now we know what is cos 2 theta. It is 2 cos square theta minus 1 into cos theta minus. What is sin 2 theta? It is 2 sin theta cos theta and into sin theta it is there. So in the next step, let me multiply it inside. 2 cos cubed theta minus cos theta. And what is this? This is minus 2 sin square theta cos theta. 2 sin square theta cos theta. Now I am going to write this sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta. Okay. So this is equal to 2 cos cubed theta minus cos theta minus. This is 1 minus cos square theta. 2 1 minus cos square theta into cos theta, and in the next step let me write it 2 cos cubed theta minus cos theta. Then there is this cos theta when multiplied with 1 will give me cos theta, and when it is multiplied with 2 this will be minus 2 cos theta, and this minus and this minus will become plus. So plus 2 cos cubed theta. Now if you see, sum of these is 4 cos cubed theta, 4 cos cubed theta, and then there is minus 3 cos theta. So cos 3 theta is 4 cos cubed theta minus 3 cos theta. It is somewhat similar expression to this, right? Cos expression came like this is flipped, right? This expression is flipped here. 4 cos cubed theta minus 3 cos theta. Similarly, we can work out for tan also. Okay. Now before doing anything else, let me show you how cos 2x and sin 2x can be written in form of tan. Now cos 2x we said was cos square x minus sin square x, right? This was one of the ways that we could write cos 2x. So if I divide it with cos square x plus sin square x, what is cos square x plus sin square x? This is 1, right? And sin 2x we wrote as 2 sin x cos x, and let us divide this with this expression cos square x plus sin square x. Because this is 1, I can divide these expressions with 1 without changing anything. Okay. Now if I divide the numerator as well as the denominator with cos square x, because what I want to do is I want to write the formula for cos 2x in form of tan. So what I'll to convert them into tan, let me divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x. So this will become 1 minus tan square x, and this will become 1 plus tan square x, right? So this is another expression that you have to memorize. Cos 2x is equal to 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 plus tan square x. And in this expression also, let us divide the numerator as well as the denominator by cos square x. Now if you see, if you divide the numerator by cos square x, one of these cos x will get cancelled, so you'll have 2 tan x in the numerator, and in the denominator this will become 1 and this will become tan square x. So 1 plus tan square x, right? And similarly you can see, if you divide this expression with this one, you will get expression for tan 2x, which is 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x, right? So what you can do is, you know the denominators are going to be 1 plus tan square x, 1 plus tan square x in both of these. To find the numerators, you can memorize this formula only of tan 2x. You know that the numerator of this formula will be the numerator of sin 2x, and denominator of this formula will be the numerator of cos 2x, right? And how did we derive this formula? One, that we can divide this by this, or what you can do is, in formula for tan of a plus b, tan of a plus b, you can simply replace this b with a and you will reach at this formula only. That is, tan 2a is equal to 2 tan a divided by 1 minus tan square a. Okay, now let us proceed. And before proceeding, let us write all these formulae once again. Let me write it for you. See, these are the 4 formulae that we have learnt by now, right? Now see, if I add this one and this one, these two expressions, what will happen? On the left hand side, I'll have sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b, and on the right hand side, if you notice, this will get cancelled. What I am doing here is, I am adding these, right? So what will happen is, this will get cancelled here, right? And on the right hand side, you will have 2 sine a cos b, 2 sine a cos b. Now I want you to replace this a plus b with capital C and this a minus b with capital D. So what we are doing here is, we will learn another set of formulae using these formulae that we have learned already. Okay, so I am just replacing this a plus b with capital C and a minus b with capital D, and then what will happen to this a and b? So let us see. If I add these, I'll get 2a equal to c plus d. So a will be equal to c plus d by 2. And if I subtract these, I'll have, if I subtract this from this, then I'll have 2b equal to c minus d. Hence b will be equal to c minus d by 2. Alright. So on the right hand side, when I replace a plus b with c, a minus b with d on the left hand side, on the right hand side I'll have to replace a with c plus d by 2 and b with c minus d by 2, which will give me another formula, very important formula, that is sin c plus sin d is equal to 2 sin c plus d by 2 and cos c minus d by 2. This is very important formula which we have derived using the previous formula that we have learnt by now, right? Similarly, we can derive a formula for sin c minus d also. We just had to subtract these and then we could have got that formula. And let me write that formula also here, so that you can learn all these formulae in one go. And then we will write them at one place and try to memorize these. After that, we will proceed to the questions. Okay, so I have deleted whatever I didn't require. Now what I am doing is, I am subtracting this from the first one here, right? So I'll have to subtract this and this sign will change to plus. If you notice, while subtracting, this sin a cos b and this sin a cos b will get cancelled, and the difference of these two, that is sin a plus b minus sin a minus b, will be equal to 2 cos a sin b. And like in this last expression, while deriving this last expression, we replaced a plus b with c and a minus b with d. So let me do it here also. So sine C minus sine D will be equal to 2 cos, I'll replace A with C plus D by 2, 2 cos C plus D by 2, and then sine C minus D by 2. So these are also known as CD formulae, and these are very important formulae. That sine C plus sine D is equal to 2 sine C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2, and sine C minus sine D is equal to 2 cos C plus D by 2 sine C minus D by 2. And similarly, you can do the same operations with these. So you will have cos C plus D, right? When you add these, you will have cos C plus D, and when you add these, you notice this will get cancelled. So the entire expression that you will have on the right hand side will be in cos. So 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. And when you subtract these, you notice that this cos term will get cancelled, and you will have only sine term, and there will be negative sign outside. So you can, let me write first with this negative sign, then I'll remove this negative sign also. So minus 2 sine C plus D by 2 sine C minus D by 2. Now you know that sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So what I can do is I can take this negative sign here and write this as C minus D as D minus C. So cos C minus D can also be written as, this is cos C minus D, okay, 2 sine C plus D by 2 sine D minus C by 2. Okay, so these are CD formulae, and I leave it to you to learn these formulae. I don't ask students to memorize anything in mathematics, but now you are in class 11th and 12th when you are preparing for IIT JEE examinations or your CBSE examination. There are a lot of things that you have to memorize in mathematics. See, most of the things are intuitive, but a lot of things are there that you have to memorize so that you can do the questions very, very fast. So these are the formulae. In trigonometry, I want you to memorize all the formulae that we are writing. Okay. Another thing that I want you to notice, or I want you to memorize. Okay. For a moment, now you are done with CD formulae. So let me erase this much part. Excuse me. See, you have to memorize another set of formulae which are also derived using these, right? You have to memorize these formulae also. What are these? If you add these two, what will happen is this term will get cancelled, right? You will have sin x cos y from here and sin x cos y from here. So what will you have eventually is 2 sin x cos y, and on the left hand side what you have is cos x plus y plus sin x plus y plus sin x minus y, and on the right hand side you have 2 sin x cos y, and you have to memorize this vice versa also. If you are given 2 sin x cos y, you have to write it as sin x plus y plus sin x minus y, right? This is another set of formula. So you can derive another formula by subtracting these. So you will have sin x plus y minus sin x minus y. So when you subtract these terms will get cancelled, first terms, and these terms will be, now this will be minus minus plus, so it will become 2 cos x sin y, right? So this is another set of formulae. Similarly, you can add these and have these formulae for cos x plus y, cos x minus y. When you are adding these terms will get cancelled, and you will have 2 cos x cos y. So you need to memorize this from left to right as well as from right to left. That 2 cos x cos y is nothing but cos x plus y plus cos x minus y, right? So this is something that you need to take care of. Similarly, 2 sin x, if I subtract these, what will happen is cos x plus y minus cos x minus y. If you see, this is negative sign, so this will also become negative. So, and first terms will get cancelled. So on the right hand side you will have minus 2 sin x sin y. These are another set of formulae that you need to memorize. Okay, now we will proceed to the questions directly, and if let us say we have to derive some of the formula, we will derive it while doing the questions. Okay,